9 days ago, the heroic comeback ended in glorious failure for Leeds. A memorable match, a 4-1 victory, but not quite enough.
Amazing! Leeds United are one goal away from achieving mission impossible.
Stuttgart's second substitution, 8 minutes from time, looked an innocent formality as the Germans attempted to hang on to their fragile lead. The looks on even the most experienced faces told the story. Leeds 4-1 second leg winners, but beaten by the away goal. But the usual meticulous Germans had made an amazing blunder. The second sub was one foreigner too many. For 3 days, Leeds' future in the European Cup was in the hands of football's politicians. Finally, a compromise. Leeds reinstated, a replay on neutral soil, and the chance to finish off the Germans once and for all.
White at the centre of the defence, with Batty returning to the midfield. Strachan stays wide on the right, supported by McAllister, and Speed will get a free roll down the left. Stadium here that can hold 120,000 fans. Here's Eric Cantona, and usually does when Barcelona are playing. Today I doubt there are more than about 7,000 people here. Incidentally, Ray Wallace, you'll notice, amongst the Leeds United substitutes. Now the talking and the politics and the arguments about whether or where this... Cantona made it no. Falter, and shot well wide of the Leeds goal. Knocked back again, and across the face of the goal, and very nearly prodded in. In the end, I think it was Buchwald who got a boot to it and put it behind for the corner. Some excellent work by Batty, some excellent work by Cantona, and some threatening work by Leeds United all through.
Well, that was a good move. It was nicely put up. Batty fired across, it could go anywhere. And there was, I think it was Buchwald, wasn't it, to knock it over for the corner, but it's a good pressure from Leeds United.
Chapman at the near post, White on the 6-yard area, Cantona just outside the 6-yard area. Chipped in towards that near post. McAllister. Batty playing it in again.
Up front to keep a hold of those three then.
Chapman for a moment, but his challenge was a good one. Found Book with a little pass. Strachan tried to bring him back. And there was no foul there, said the Italian referee. Strachan in possession again, floating it in again towards Cantona. Down he goes. Aptitude. Down he goes, right on the edge of the box. This could be interesting. McAllister will get in behind this one. Strachan might fancy a little teaser. Dorigo's one who thumps his free kicks in. And it's inside the D. Right on the edge of that Stuttgart penalty area.
And Gary Speed, I mean, he was determined that he was...
Actually just placing the ball on the spot, plenty in the wall. I just wonder what sort of view Immel's got of it. And he's determinedly placing the ball on the correct spot. Who's it going to be? McAllister! It's saved! And it's pushed just wide by Fairclough.
Well, that really was very, very unlucky indeed, because Stuttgart had pulled all their players back into the penalty, 7 in the wall. McAllister, thunderous shot, good save by Immel, and there was Fairclough, unlucky just to screw it wide.
Fairclough with the cross towards Gary Speed. Couldn't quite knock it back to the liking of Chapman, but a bad clearance again going straight to Strachan. Returning it, a fantastic goal for Leeds United. God, Strachan puts Leeds ahead.
Well, it was no more than they deserved. I mean, they've taken the game to Stuttgart. They've had couple of reasonable opportunities. We felt that Speed's header just before that could have been a better header back to Chapman. But of course, it was a bad clearance by Stuttgart. Comes out to Strachan, and he's not one to score that many goals, and certainly not from that distance. He's hit it very well indeed. Immel has just got a touch to it. Didn't get enough to knock it past the post, and there was Leeds' first goal. It really was a superb, and who better to score than little Strachan, who's been an inspiration for Leeds United.
Now it's important that they keep themselves together, that they get their tackles in now, and don't let the Germans get back quickly into this game. Strachan with a long cross ball this time. Crossed in by him. Well, it's Golka who scored the equaliser. and anew, suddenly not so good. A great cross in there by the substitute, Stremel.
Incredible, isn't it? It's one of their few attacks. It was a very good cross, and there was Gorka unmarked to have that header, make it very difficult for a goalkeeper. One of those that invariably is a goal. But as you see, as the ball comes across, Gorka on, as it goes over, Gorka completely unmarked, and Lucas has no chance.
That is Chatfield's midfielder, who got back so well and so quickly. Sverris. Antonino was waiting for it, and Fronzek was in. White trying to keep it going now for Leeds, playing it in towards Eric Cantona again. Will come for Chapman, will it come now instead for Fairclough? Strachan. And to get to that byline, gets a corner for Leeds, off McGinn, knocked away. McAllister trying to turn it back again. Stremel getting it forward. There's a good break on here for Stuttgart. Could be problems here for Leeds. It's Buck. Golka wanted it played a bit quicker than that. And in goes Batty, a lovely little challenge by Batty, and then turns defence into attack with a nice little ball to Gary Speed. Oh, but a bad one by Speed, not reached off guard. A little bit of play acting there as Strachan and McAllister were showing apparent frustration with each other, just hoping that they would get the German defence to relax for a second and then whip in that other free kick. Oh, they got a corner Leeds, which Strachan will take. Chapman again at the near post and plenty up from the back. Back again, charging away for Stuttgart. Deflected there, Chapman very nearly got to it. A little different. Chapman's poised in the box. Playing in now for Dorigo, knocked in first time. Chapman was diving in with a header, but the angle was all wrong for him. And knocked in and knocked away well by the defender for a corner for Leeds.
Well, Dorigo had done extremely well there, didn't he? He got behind the Stuttgart defence, and really, if the final ball, Brian, had just been a little bit, instead of driven across, it had been chipped, because there was Cantona and Chapman there at the far post.
A corner for Leeds. White up again for this one, and still this European Cup tie perfectly balanced at 1-1. White trying to flick it on, Chapman trying an overhead. No one in the yellow shirt there near enough to rod it in. Batty now retrieving it for Leeds. Cantona, oh, he's lost possession again there. Now can he find Strachan? He had a chance to find Strachan, but he finds the net! He's straight on Carl Schutt, who celebrates a birthday tomorrow and celebrates a goal tonight.
Absolutely.
A wonderful shot.
I was going to say, but absolutely fantastic, wasn't it? Because when the ball was played through to him, he took it round the defender, as we'll see. I thought he had lost it. He then looked as though he was going to pass it to his right. He changed his mind, came back. I thought he had lost it again. He took it forward and had a left foot, nutmegged the goalkeeper. Can't get better than that. On the pitch for the first time. Oh, absolutely magnificent.
Scored within a minute of coming on. An absolute masterstroke by manager Howard Wilkinson. And a joyous sight there for all fans of Leeds United. Carl Schutt puts Leeds 2-1 ahead. Down, Golka trying to turn it back in, and I think probably hit the post with it, or certainly the side netting. It goes behind. It's a goal kick.
Really what a let-off there, because I hope we see it again. Oh,
and a photographer in trouble as well. Coming in as well, he can't quite get to that one. Schutt can't get to it either. Tries to hold back Buchwald, brings down Buchwald. That might well be a yellow card for Carl Schutt. Wattenham speed. And away come Stuttgart again. Here's Knopp, 9 minutes left. And a good challenge there. That time I think it was Dorigo, knocked away there by Lukic. And it's a goal kick.
And there was Gary Speed there, and I think Lee acknowledges that. It was a terrific ball into him, but when
carrying it forward again. 35 years old, so full of life and fire and invention, and a good cross in there, and Chapman! Flying header.
Strachan has been absolutely superb, as you say. He's never stopped running all the game, and when you feel that they're leading 2-1, you think sometimes he'd stay back. He didn't. He's gone forward. He's knocked a lovely cross in for Chapman. Beautiful header.
He's got to wait for some reinforcements to come up as well. But Speed is there, onto the left foot, Gary Speed! And Dorigo onto the left foot, Dorigo, no. Oh, we were forcing that ball in from the commentary box there, but it just wouldn't go, and it's Buchwald instead bringing it away, and Leeds still leading by by 2 goals to 1, and 3 minutes of the match left. That's gone out of play. That's a goal kick. Dorigo for Speed. Don't give it away here, Leeds. As Stuttgart comes storming forward again, they know it's the last chance for them. Kurgel in possession now, getting it forward now to Golka, but look at Newsom again there, running it out of play. The throw goes Leeds United's way. He's been an absolute star tonight, John Newsom. They're not hurrying Leeds, who can blame them? It's taken a long time to get to this point in this tie, after all the heartache that went on behind those closed doors in Switzerland in UEFA. Franzek playing it in. There's still some work to be done, though. It's Buck, the dangerous number 7. It's Buchwald as well with a shot, but it's gone wide of Lukic's goal, and that could well be the last chance. We played over a minute now of time added on. Lukic won't be in any great hurry to take this goal kick. But for the sake of appearances and in front of the referee there, he's hurrying along. And it's all over. Leeds are through to play Glasgow Rangers in the next round of the European Cup by 2 goals to 1. Their goal scorers, Gordon Strachan and Carl Schott. There's celebration now on the bench and on the field and amongst the Leeds United fans. Smiles everywhere. We're going to get a view of Howard Wilkinson in a moment or two, and also the Saints with Dennis Law. What a great story then from Barcelona. Leeds win by 2 goals to 1.